Okay, what's up? It's me, RoboWork22, back again with more Disturbed, episode 2. Now, yeah, the this is where we talk to the spirit about the sword. It's a little behind where we were, but I also wanted to try to grab the sword and see what happens. A sharp pain flows over your body as your flesh melts off your bones, but fragments remain and fall to the ground. Your adventure ends here. Yep, just wanted to see that. Latest curves, blah blah blah. Back away from the sword. Now, we continue on. Continue along the path. The faint trail comes to an end. There is a collection of stone pillars down the hill. Beyond the hill is a large strip of grass. Back to stone pillars. You stand before the large stone, arranged in the shape of a circle. In the center of the stone, with what appears to be some sort of slot or hole. No doubt about it, something is meant to be placed there. Seeing that you can't do anything, you head back. Explore the field. Is everything you need to do now. Find yourself gazing over a grass field with hills rolling off into the distance. Oh, what? A unicorn! Holy shit! As if a trick upon your eyes, you see a unicorn run across the field. It disappears out of sight before you can do anything. Surely the unique powers of the unicorn can help you with your quest, but there is clearly something wrong. If only there was a way to charm it. Ooh. Let's go back. Go back. Back. Back where the path is. Go right. I'm not sure what I'm supposed to do about that unicorn. Go to the gate. And so if I look at the statues, yeah, it says that there's only 2 fingers remaining. So, I think that has something to do with the buttons in the tree. Oh, that's the same statue again. But I can't be 100% sure. I could try and force it, but that's no fun. So I'm gonna look past Blair. Left again. There's obviously something down the path. You walk for some time until you find an endless field of grass. There's a stone well near the path. Inspect the well. Peer down into the well. Other than the evident water at the bottom, there is a coin resting against the wall of the well. If possible, you feel you should go down and take the coin. No. Of course not. I am going to auto and continue on. Ooh! Walking over the hills of grass and grain, you reach the walls of Aramor. Several times a year you come here to trade goods from a farm. You discover the plague that has spread to your farm has also spread all the way out here. The path before you was overrun with blight. You have come a long way, and you don't desire to turn back now. You march forward into the tainted soil. Yep, that was bad. Before you can realize what happened, you sink completely under the ill soil. Darkness consumes you and your lungs struggle for air. Oops. Your body burns in pain as you suffocate and die. Your adventure ends here. When I accidentally pop up the save screen, it's that's me pressing right click. Let's try and get that. Let's try and get that coin this time. Get the coin. You lean over the edge of the well. There is no possible way you can obtain a coin by reaching for it. This in mind, you turn and climb down along the inner wall of the well. Oh, this is obviously a bad idea. Why would you think of doing something like that? You take a few successful steps down, but your luck runs out. You misplace your foot and you fall. Tumbling about, your body clashes against the stone walls. With a single knock on the head, you lose all consciousness of your accident. With a splash, you fall into the water. Your body sinks effortlessly, and you're drowned without realizing it. A little bit grammar fuck up there. Your adventure ends here. Okay then, I don't know what to do. If we go into the lake, we get eaten by a giant ass fish. And I think the weird stone that we find in the lake needs to go the stone pillars. And the unicorn is probably what we need to get the sword, so that we can kill the fish, so we can get the stone and put it in the pillars. But how do we get the unicorn? I guess there's something back this way. Let's get the tree. That's not nice. Try one last time and then I'll look for some sort of clue. There's not too many possible combinations. Let's just try this. I really don't know. Yeah, if I enter the tower, I really could not know. Maybe there was something in the journals back. No, there couldn't have been, because it won't let me go back that way. I think I am going to figure this out on my own, and I shall be back. Okay, so I just figured out that you can press the knobs multiple times. Yes, I am an idiot. You don't need to explain the obvious. These statues are on the left and the right. This one has 2 fingers, and the one on the left has 1, if I remember right. Yes. So, I will, press the right one twice, and the left one once, and see if that does anything. Select the tree. Okay, press the knobs. Right. Left. Yes! Awesome. You hear the rumbling of rocks as the ground starts to shift underneath you. Everything goes dark and you sink below the surface. The hole above you seals up, trapping you underground. Oh. And I didn't die. Wow. You find yourself with no evident way out but the path before you into the darkness. Your only choice is to move forward. Oh no, more choices. You see 3 separate paths within the walls of the cavern. Which path do you choose? Let's go right. Oh. Right. Yep, this is definitely a maze. The passage soon ends with a large mushroom sitting in front of you. A steady river of water flows between you and the mushroom. Inspect the mushroom. You walk towards the mushroom as if there's something more than meets the eye. Walking forwards, you step into the water. To your dismay, your foot hits no bottom and you fall in. You reach to grab hold of the edge of the surface, but your body freezes to death. Yep. You lose your sight completely as the chilling water sends your body into shock. Without any sense of touch and warmth, your lifeless body sinks into the darkness. Your adventure ends here. Yeah. That's exactly what I expected in this game. We shall have to go left this time. Oh, more choices. Great. A boat. Interesting. As you make your way forward, you discover a large cavern. An old-looking ship rests against the edge of the lake, with debris scattered about the surrounding area. It's like the ship. The air is chilling, and you fear it won't be a good idea to stay here too long. The possibility of discovering something that can help you drives you to explore. You climb aboard the ship. As you take a moment to observe your surroundings, you are only welcomed by the trickle of water brushing against the wood of the ship. This game mustn't be native English if they're making simple mistakes like that. You move about to see where you can go. Every footstep you take feels heavy as you hear the sound of wood cracking underneath you. You feel the ship has been here for quite some time. You explore under the deck of the ship. Nothing but the sound of your footsteps bounce around the structure of the ship. From one room to another, you come to discover a kitchen. Although there is nothing unique about it, you feel you should take a moment to inspect it. Inspect the drawers. Pull one out after another, finding that they have been empty. Dust spreads about the air as you disturb this. Checking underneath, you discover a rusty knife resting on the floor. You find that there are plenty of hardened rat droppings dotted in the edge of the wall. You take this knife in hopes you may defend yourself with it. I don't think that's enough for the big-ass fish, but you could still try it. See a lone pot resting upon a dusty stovetop. You gaze downward and open the oven door. Nothing but ashes fill the oven chamber. Close the oven door. inspect the oven. You see a lone pot. Oh, I just did that. Move on. Continue lonely toward the ship, only to find that there is nothing to survive. No, excuse me. You make your way back to the deck and decide to continue research. Again, you find nothing much but empty rooms left to remain in dark solitude. You discover a door with fancy markings about the woodwork. Perhaps this is where the captain resided. You discover the room of the captain. Unlike the other parts of the ship, everything seems to have been left alone in this room. Before you rests an old wooden desk with papers and assumed belongings of the captain. There is a small bed off near the corner of the room, and some chairs in the other. You feel a feeling deep down you shouldn't take anything other than the lamp and other objects. There is a small stack of papers in contrast to a lone paper resting by itself. Approaching the desk, you begin to inspect the papers resting on the desk. Lone document. You notice to the crew. Due to our unexpected predicament, everyone is being split up into groups of 2 and 3. Scouting assignments will be given until we find a more habitable place to settle. For now, we must do what we can. Peering about the papers of this collective pile of documents, you realize that most of these are personal notes or journal entries. You pick a few and begin to read. Day 7. The voyage has gone quite smooth as we begin our second week away from home. The spirits of the men are high as we anticipate the discovery of new lands that lie beyond our documented knowledge. It has been my dream to accomplish something world-changing. Together we move forward with full hearts, unbreakable spirits. Day 66. It has been just over 2 months out at sea, and we have yet to discover anything new. We have suffered through many storms, and sickness has plagued the ship recently. Several of my favorite crew have passed on to the next life. I see the growing doubt in the eyes of my fellow laborers as our voyage continues day after day. Food rations have been cut in half in fears that we may have to turn back. I dare not let myself think of failure. Those men who have lost their lives, the sacrifices to make this voyage possible, I cannot let them be in vain. Day 91. It has come to roughly 3 months out here, and on the endless blip, which with much pain we have turned around. Yes, we are headed for the home port. We have just enough food to make it back. I just hope we have a smooth journey back. The spirits of the crew are low and bitter due to our failure. I do not let myself get caught up in thinking of it. Truly, we did not intend for this to happen. Seeing that there is little left to see, you take your leave. The window under your feet crackle as you exit the vessel. You make your way back to where the tunnel divides. You went left, right? No, let's go right. Let's go left then. Move forward into the darkness. You see 3 separate paths within the wall of cavern. Which path do you choose? I feel like we were led back, so I'm gonna go forward this time. Cautiously step forward into the darkness. Come to a divide. Which way do you go? Go left. You hear a subtle echo shifting the rock before you. Oh! Now it appears before you as if as its gaze pierces into the darkness. Before you can do anything, tentacles burst from the ground and grip your body. It pulls you about, but you resist as much as you can. You remember the knife you have found and struggle to bring it out. With success, you hold the knife and begin to cut away the appendages that bind you. The room vibrates as you do cut, and the creature immediately leaves you alone. It takes you a moment to catch your breath. You come to a divide. Which way do you go? Well, let's keep going left. Well, that was unexpected. Continue your way into the darkness. Let's test my theory. Let's go forward. Yeah, and then we come back here. So we shall go right this time and see what we come across. The path you walk comes to an end. Before you shines a pillar of light. The light rests on a corpse that seems to have been here for quite some time. Near the corpse stands a lone flower. Oh, we can get the sword with this. Awesome. For some reason, you feel hope enter your heart as you gaze upon the flower. Surely this flower will ease the pain of this spectacle. You approach the flower and carefully pluck it from the ground. There is something special about this flower. There certainly is. Light continues to pierce through the darkness from an opening above. Surely this gives you some hope that all is not lost. Seeing that there is nothing else for you here, you turn around. Come to a divide. Which way do you go? You go left. Get back to the freeway, and the only way we can go now is left. Continue going left. Now that brings us back here. Go left, then go right. It does look like it's going up, so we'll probably get out. But you struggle forward as the way before you becomes completely dark. You notice that there is a light off in the distance, and you continue to make your way forward. Ooh! Eventually you make it to some sort of concrete room. Turning around, you see a hole in the wall where you came from. Your guess is that it wasn't part of the initial design. Turn around to see a door. There being little to nothing in the room, you decide to move on the doorway. You find yourself in what looks like a basement. You turn about to discover that in each direction there is a door. Boxes of supplies and debris litter the floor and corners of the room. You notice that there are several markings on the doors and floor, some of which scare you. You got a bad feeling about this place. Let's enter the middle door. Almost in hopes that I do die so I can end this. If not, I will go 2 more minutes. And then I will end it. You enter a room full of metal cages. Before you is a hallway marked with questionable markings. You don't like the feeling you have about this place. Whatever was in these cages surely did not like to be locked up. You notice that there is an animal in the cage on the left of the room, but from the dark stains on its fur, it is dead. You cautiously walk down the hallway, entering a room with 2 cell doors. Before you can do anything, a large hound leaps in front of you. The beast doesn't look very vicious, but one wrong move can surely be the end of you. Pull out the knife and prepare for attack. The dog reacts and starts to growl at you. Yep. The hound dashes at you and sinks its teeth into you. Even with the knife, you nearly cut the beast before it knocks the knife out of your hand. You don't survive long and die a painful death. Your adventure ends here. Well, I guess that will be the end of this episode. I will see you guys next time.